Got a hair all done. She's going
Wow, pretty.
In the ring, we have the Morgan.
God, what a beautiful horse. Yeah, what a colours on it. Gold.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the display of the Morgan horse. If you're looking around today, please take a moment off and have a seat and let us introduce you to the Morgan horse. The founding sire of the Morgan breed was born in the United States of America in 1789. His true origin remains hidden in history, but his ability to outwalk, outtrot, outrun and outpull other horses was legendary. He had a compact, muscular body and stylish way of moving, which impressed many of the pioneer farmers and settlers of his day. And it's a tribute that we have today that we're celebrating the year of the farmer, and this Morgan horse was certainly the farmer's choice of horse. Tales of his beauty, strength, speed and harness, endurance and gentle disposition spread amidst the small New England towns in America, and his stud services were sought throughout Kentucky and Vermont over his lifetime. His most valuable asset, however, was his ability to pass on his distinguishing characteristics, not only to his offspring, but also through several generations. The Morgan horse you see today is pretty much the same as you saw over 223 years ago. The Morgan horse is easily recognised by his proud carriage, upright, graceful neck, and distinctive head and expressive eyes. Deep-bodied and compact, the Morgan has strongly muscled quarters. The intelligence, willingness, zest for life, and good sense of the Morgan is blended with soundness of limb, athleticism, and stamina. In addition, Morgan's thriftiness and longevity have made this breed a good bargain for more than 200 years. Easy to love and affordable to own. The Morgan horse is free-moving and calm under Western tack, or elegant and aristocratic ridden in English style. A tractable temperament allows the Morgan to excel when driving in single or multiple harnesses. Companionable and comfortable on a quiet pleasure ride, anywhere open skies beckon. Working as a sensible partner in a long day of stock work or endurance riding, waiting alert and ready to enter the showroom, or performing in formal riding disciplines. The Morgan is a versatile horse within a versatile breed. The Morgan horse agreeably adapts to his owner's lifestyle, reliable, loyal, tireless and versatile. The Morgan becomes one with the people of all ages and walks of life, sharing a mutual enjoyment in every equine pastime. The Morgan we have for demonstration here today is RanchBoss Cortez. Cortez was imported to Australia in 2005. He stands 15'2" hands and he's a Buckskin. One of the nice things about Cortez is that he is also one of the foundation breed, which means that his bloodlines can lead back directly to the first Morgan. Cortez is competing successfully in open company here in Australia, and still he remains the calm horse to take out on a country trail in any company. Cortez is a horse with the temperament that every rider wants. He's one in a million, and I can guarantee you. He also is a multi-supreme stallion in he's become a multi-supreme stallion in these few years of showing, and now has a prestigious title of Supreme Champion Purebred Morgan in hand and under saddle at the 2000 Australian National Morgan Show, and taken Supreme Champion Pure Morgan in hand once again in 2012. Cortez has won the hearts of many of his kind and gentle temperament. He has been awarded the People's Choice Award 2 years in a row at the Australian National Morgan Show. I'll leave you now with Linda, his rider and trainer.
Afternoon, everybody. My name's Linda. I'm fortunate to be the rider and trainer of there's the black spots, this amazing Morgan Stallion. He arrived in Australia about 5-7 years ago. Had previously been doing riding training. The Morgans can do any discipline. Their temperament is phenomenal, as you can tell by the fact that I'm quite comfortable riding this horse in front of all of you without his bridle, no real warm-up. He's extremely responsive. There's black spots on this PA system, and he absolutely loves to perform in front of an audience. So the Morgan horses, I've been doing training for Wilder Park Morgans now for quite some time. They're the first Morgans I came across. I am first and foremost a dressage trainer as a rule, and I'm in Western today, but that's another story.
I can do it properly.
I have found that easily these horses have been some of the nicest that I've ever started under saddle. You can pretty much point them at anything. You can teach them anything, and their ability to learn, their willingness is quite phenomenal. Can we not swing on the fence there? That would be really good. He's quiet, but let's not push it. So we'll see if we can show you a little bit. He's first and foremost trained with me for dressage. He's competed up to medium. There's Morgans that competed through to Grand Prix dressage that is in world-class reining, show jumping, eventing, carriage driving, you name it. The Morgan Nationals, they do all of those huge amounts of competition, including long reining, obstacle courses, everything. What I've seen by the stock of this particular stallion is the fact that many of his babies have been bought by amateur riders and amateur owners, and most of them have actually been able to start their own young horses under saddle themselves, which is a lot to be said for the temperament. So let's see if we can get Cortez doing a little bit. He's used to a much bigger arena, obviously, but that's okay. And based on the temperament of these horses, I only get to train this horse about twice a week to normally do bridleless riding and any sort of tricks. You really have to work with your horse nearly every day. Remember every lesson that they learn, and really to try hard, really try quite hard to please. Our aim, if we can achieve it, is to teach this horse to do Grand Prix dressage without a ride. We're a long way off that, but we're it's a true testament of the temperament of these horses. I found they're a horse that, personally, the horse, I really trust him. If he'll try to do anything, he'll be an overachiever. He'll try a lot harder than you actually want him to, and that's be general for the whole breed. So we can get a kangaroo. He's done it just like those. And usually we have a bridle. training is sort of still there, but it's not quite. See if we can go walk through it together. Good boy. Good boy. He tries. Doesn't always get it right, but most you can ask of any horse is to try. And I mean, he's actually only been worked once this week, so your average horse, most people wouldn't even consider being in a sort of situation where they work. We're up from Toowoomba, so it's been really cold there this week. So I decided to stay not working a little bit speed. And it's really a case of, these are horses that you can have a ton of fun on. I've talked to two of our purebred Morgan geldings to roam and ride, simply because I thought I could. And it turns out that we could. Then we've got more fine-tuning and control that we can do when we've got a problem. This is a general temperament for these horses, be they entire, mares, geldings. I've been photos of who bred their foals, and I remember an email that Mikati got one day for one of Cortez's foals, and the photo had 3 children playing dolls with this 3-month foal. They had the foal laying on the ground with its head on a pillow and 3 children laying over the top of it, with the comment on the email that they were a little concerned about the temperament. I think they were worried it was going to end up in the bed with the children actually. Oh boy. Can't quite do that. Clean hands, but hey, that's alright. This one's just so awesome. If anyone would put your hand up if you want to ask a question or anything. Yeah? Got a little girl over here that's got a hand up. Yes, sweetie. His name is RanchBoss Cortez. He comes from a very famous Western working line in America, and as Greg said earlier, one of the foundation stallions. And this is typically their type. They're a solid breed. They do go all day. In general, you can have them barefoot. They really generally don't need shoes. They've got the most toughest, nice feet I've seen on many horses. So they're a horse for any level of rider, and whether you just want to have fun, whether you want to go on the ground, ride at what level, you can do that. These horses. Come on, boy. This is a there's not got room. Boy, he's trying. Right? fast can he go?
Okay, it's middle-aged
Very
horse.
fast.
Yeah, middle-aged.
But not so fast that it's scary. Yeah.
A little bit older than me.
Hang on, come on. This is a stallion. Okay, so a stallion basically is a horse that gets to have babies. It's 12, 13. Sorry, so you have to talk us. Sorry? He's 12 or 13. About that. He's about that. He's mature. Yes, sir. Can't hear you, Scotty. Is he lazy horse? No, not at all.
Is he a lazy horse? Oh, what is he doing?
The price on the Morgans at the moment in Australia, because they're actually they're a small number. There's I think it's only about 300 or 400 purebreds in the country. So you're looking at value-wise for a filly anywhere between 10 and 15,000. For a gelding, it starts around about 6. A stallion or a colt, a lot higher. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, because there's not a lot of them. So, and they do try to keep the breed as clear as you can. They do produce purebreds are a little bit cheaper. Morgan is only considered that it must have at least one purebred parent, and it then can be out of any other breed. But either the mare or the stallion must be a purebred for it to actually be registered as a purebred, and no purebred colts can be registered as stallions. Doesn't mean you can't keep them, I suppose, but you can't register them. They won't recognise them. And that's part of the association, keeping the bloodline clean, because these horses are the only ones in the world that have originated from a single horse, a horse called Figure that was owned by Justin Morgan. And he was so predominant and prepotent that his qualities came through with every foal to produce the Morgan horse. Yeah. So they were really big careful once they closed the book. And just thinking, this horse doesn't get ridden all the time without his bridle. It's actually ridden more often with his bridle. He's got no training to make him do this. I just ride him the way look right, but instead of the pressure being on his mouth, the pressure's on his neck, as far as a little bit of rein control. But because they are so willing to learn and so willing to please, it's very easy to push the limits a little bit. They are truly the family horse. If you've got dad that wants to do upstream, mum wants to do a bit of dressage, the kids want to do pony club, and you want to go for a Sunday drive in the carriage, you can actually do all of that with one horse, the Morgan horse. So they do class as the family horse, and they are the horse that chooses you. A lot of people go to a stud with the idea to choose a certain type or a certain foal, and they find they end up walking away with up for one altogether because it was another one that hung around with them and chose them. So they do consider these the choose the people as opposed to the people choosing the horse. So Greg's keeping an eye. If anyone going to put your hand up if you want to ask a personal question, I don't know what I've got in time, but I'll come around in a minute and you can start passing. Height range, generally between 14 to 15'2", although some of the stock from this stallion have been going towards 16 hands at the moment, but you rarely find them over 16 hands. He was originally considered a bit taller than average, but generally 14 to 15'2" is an average range. For any, that fits most riders. Tall men can ride them because they're a solid build. They're not a tiny horse underneath you. He's probably a slightly softer, lighter frame than some, but that just makes him really pretty. lovely, yeah. He's really, really sweet. He's not quite sure what to do at the moment, but he'll get there.